Today's dinner is ramen. I do like freshly made rice, but you just need to eat hot spicy ramen noodles on some days. I used to only eat ramen for a while when Grandpa died. I've gotten so used to Tay and Jonna's cooking that eating ramen felt so new. Does it taste good? I asked nervously. I've never cooked ramen for a lot of people before, so I was worried if I put too much water in.
맛있어요, 마스터.
Really? Thank God.
이거 진짜 맛있다. 매일 먹고 싶어.
I'm glad. Jonna and Red emptied their bowls quickly.
아무리 맛있어도 합성 조미료 범벅인 음식을 매일 먹는 것은 사양하겠습니다.
란스 말이 맞아. 가끔은 괜찮겠지만 매일같이 먹는 건 몸에 나빠. 영양소가 불균형해지니까 말이야.
에이, 맛만 있으면 되지. 그런 걸 언제 다 따지고 있어.
하긴 당신에게는 이제 와서 영양소가 골고루 제공돼도 딱히 머리가 좋아지지는 않을 것 같으니 신경 쓰지 않도록 하죠.
저거 욕이냐? 어? 욕 맞지?
Starting again. The ramen's getting cold. Hurry and eat. Lance and Red stopped bickering at what I said. While everyone sat and ate together, I noticed an empty seat. I looked at the empty chair. Jonna noticed my gaze and talked to me.
유리는 오늘도 늦는 건가요?
I don't know. He didn't say anything.
어디서 또 여자들을 괴롭히고 있겠지.
여자들을 괴롭혀요?
Jonna stopped eating and flinched.
그게 그 녀석 특기잖아. 그 녀석이 무슨 말만 하면 여자아이들이 깍깍거리고 몸을 베베 꼰단 말이지. 내 생각엔 무시무시한 저주나 흑마법 같은 걸 쓰는 것 같아.
Red said seriously. Girls do act like that around Yuri. But that's not black magic, Red. Besides, girls act that way around you too.
나중에 들어오겠지. 늦게 들어오는 게 어제 오늘 일도 아니잖아.
그래도 확실히 요즘 들어 더 자주 늦으시는 것 같아요. 오늘 수업 시간에도 조금 피곤해 보이셨는데 일찍 들어오셔서 쉬시면 좋을 텐데요.
응? 유리가 피곤해? 매일같이 쌩쌩하지 않아?
그게 오늘 음악 수업이 있었는데 평소답지 않게 조금 피곤해 보이셨어요. 악보도 두고 오시고.
Come to think of it, he did seem a bit weak this morning. He also looked like he had something to say. Did he leave the music sheets because he was tired, as Jonna said?
아, 악보하니까 생각이 났는데요. 그걸 마스터가 옮기지 않게 돼서 다행이에요. 엄청 무거웠잖아요.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Thanks.
뭘 옮겨? 무거운 거? 그걸 히로인이 할 뻔했다고?
Almost.
아, 어쩌다 보니.
이대로 있어도 괜찮습니까?
Lance calmly asked me. His blue eyes sank as he looked at me. He looked so worried. What?
당신의 별명에 대해 말입니다. 일이 커지는 게 싫다면 어느 정도 받아주는 것도 좋지만 지나치다 싶을 때는 피하는 방법도 있을 겁니다. 오늘도 그래요. 굳이 나서서 당신이 메이드라는 걸 시인할 필요는 없었다고 생각하는데요. 굳은 일을 도맡아서 하는 건 정말 메이드가 하는 일입니다.
I lost words at what Lance said. I was upset about it already, but Lance pricked at the exact spot.
굳은 일? 그게 무슨 말이야?
I let out a small sigh. I didn't want to think about it.
히로인, 무슨 일이 있었던 거야? 총사령관, 히로인이 곤경에 처한 것 같은데 우리가 출동하지 않아도 돼?
Tay didn't say anything and just looked at me. He then lowered his head and started to blame himself.
다 내 잘못이야.
No.
애초에 메이드라고 변명하지 말았어야 했는데. 좀 더 나은 방법이 있었을 텐데 그렇게 말해서 미안해.
Oh no. If you didn't step up, something worse would have happened. I said sincerely. Tay raised his head a bit. He still seemed to feel bad. If Tay hadn't made that excuse, I really would have been in big trouble. Honestly, if I think about it, this is all Yuri's fault for making me suddenly get out of the car. Thanks for worrying, but I'm really fine. Honestly, it's a lie to say I feel 100% fine. But I understand why the girls are jealous. I felt better to see everyone worry about me. And since I have Soy and Shimbi to take my side as well, I'm fine. Besides, I have more things that make me happy than little things that bother me. I now have a family with whom I can ride a limo and go to school comfortably. And I can get to eat dinner with them like this when I come home. So I can handle all that. There are definitely more people who are against me now, but nothing's really uncomfortable. You guys don't have to be so sensitive about it.
네가 그렇게까지 말한다면야. 대신 무슨 일 있으면 꼭 말하기다.
Okay. I nod again. I focused on eating. The ramen noodles got cold already. Everyone's worrying about me. The ramen is cold, but my heart is warm. Yuri seems to be sorry too. So let's just let this go. I remembered the hairpin I got from Yuri and thought. The night got late. I opened the diary I write in every day. Every time I fill a page, I feel proud. Grandpa always said that a diary is a place where you store your memories. And he also said that those memories would become what's truly valued in life. Oh, I think I'm out of ink. Let's see, where's my new pen? Something fell from my bag. I picked up the light object. It was the hairpin Mr. Yujin gave me. To be more exact, it was the hairpin Mr. Yujin was asked to give me. The crystals on the pin sparkled. I ended up not asking Yuri about that. So I don't know why he gave this to me. Should I still try it? Looking at the mirror, I put the pin on my hair. It sparkled in my hair. Come to think of it, I didn't even say thanks. I heard a knock on the door. Huh? Who is it this late? Come in. The door opened.
아직 안 자고 있었네?
It was Yuri. When did he get home? Oh, Yuri, come in.
또 일기를 쓰고 있었나 보지?
Yeah, I write every day, so I get nervous and can't sleep if I don't. But did you just get here? Yuri was late today as always. But his hair looked wet. I don't think it's raining. Did he take a shower? Yuri touched his hair, noticing my gaze. I nagged him just as he always did to me. You told me to dry my hair properly, and now your hair is all wet.
밖에서 땀을 흘릴 일이 좀 있었거든. 찝찝해서 바로 씻긴 했는데 머리까지 말리고 올 틈이 없었어.
Yuri flipped up his hair. You had to sweat? And you took a shower outside? I came back to my senses at the word shower. Sweating? And taking a shower? Did he go to the gym? Or...
혹시 마이 허니 지금은 그만 상상을 하는 거야?
What do you mean? I was just wondering what you were doing.
그렇게 정색을 하니까 더 수상한 걸.
Yuri slowly approached me. He had that buttery smile he always has. What?
이거
Yuri held out his hand. Huh? I thought he was about to do something weird again. His hand gently touched my hair.
해줬구나.
Oh. Yuri smiled at the sparkling hairpin in my hair.
역시 내 예상이 틀리지 않았어. 너한테 딱인 걸 잘 어울린다.
Before I knew it, Yuri's face was right in front of mine. This is too close. Oh, I opened my mouth, but my voice was trembling. I was a bit surprised at my own voice, but continued as if it's nothing. Thanks for the hairpin. I was surprised. I was a bit embarrassed since I never wore much accessories. My face turned red as I backed away a bit. But why did you suddenly give this to me?
그때 마신 차에 대한 답례야.
Tea? Oh. I think he's talking about Secret Garden. I never expected this. I didn't think he'd give something in return. I thought he always just talked about it. Did he always care like this?
사실 내 손으로 직접 주고 싶어서 미리 사뒀는데 줄 기회가 없었어. 물론 마음 같아서는 이런 건 말고 데이트에 초대하고 싶은데 달링은 기회를 주지 않았지.
Yuri sounded a bit upset. Oh, come to think of it, he asked me out, but I refused. I felt a bit sorry seeing Yuri give something in return like this. While I was thinking, Yuri opened his mouth. He sounded a bit careful.
오늘 수업 시간에 있었던 일 말인데.
Yuri said with serious eyes. He's talking about that again. I've already discussed it so much with the other boys. I didn't want to mention it again. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that anymore. Ooh. I'm fine, so don't care about me. I'm telling you, I'm fine, so don't care about it. I'm really fine. The girls will stop someday, I guess. I am honestly a bit upset, but I just have to laugh it off. I don't want the other boys to be upset because of me.
이상하군.
What is? Yuri frowned.
네가 괜찮다고 하는데도 기분이 전혀 나아지지 않아.
What? Yuri stroked his chin seriously.
그리고 말이야, 왜 나한테 화내지 않지? 생각해보면 정말 진지하게 화낸 일은 한 번도 없었어. 늘 싫다고 하면서 도망가거나 장난으로 받아치긴 했지만 화를 내진 않지. 어쩌면 그게 널 좋아하는 이유일지도 모르겠군.
Ooh. Yuri told me he likes me with a serious face. I know it doesn't mean anything, but my heart's beating fast.
나에게 모질게 대하지 못하는 건 네가 착하기 때문인가? 하지만 이번 일은 지켜보는 나로서도 기분이 나쁘군. 네가 괜찮다고 해도 난 괜찮지 않아. 그런 취급을 당하는 널 보는 내 마음이 왜 이렇게 불편한 걸까?
Yuri?
잠시 바깥바람 좀 쐴까? 여긴 이야기하기에 조금 갑갑하군.
Yuri looked around the room and said, What? Go out where?
멀리 가진 않아.
What should I do? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, but where are we going? We can't go far since it's late.
걱정하지 마. 아무리 나라고 해도 지금 널 데리고 멀리 도망가진 않을 테니까.
Yuri winked. Elope?
마음 같아서는 마이헌이랑 단둘이 도망가고 싶긴 하지만 오늘 밤은 참기로 하지.
Some other time then. I felt nervous for some reason. I stood still and just stared into his face. Yuri noticed and waved his hands.
농담이야, 농담. 그렇게 째려보지 말라고. 그냥 집 앞에 나가는 것뿐이야.
Alright.
자, 가자.
Yuri grabbed my hand. Yeah, if it's in the front yard, I have nothing to worry about. Yuri dragged me out of the house. The night wind was cold. It was pretty late, so the road was quiet. Whoa, I see stars, I said while looking at the night sky. It's hard to see the stars in the city these days. But the sky was clear today, and I saw a lot twinkling away. Yuri stood by me as I exclaimed at the stars. He stood there without saying anything for a while, but soon opened his mouth.
오늘이 한 달째야.
Huh? For what?
내가 아카데미에 출근한 지 한 달째가 되었단 뜻이야.
Oh.
믿어져? 벌써 한 달이라니.
I know. A lot of things happened in between. Surprisingly, Yuri became a teacher at the academy, bought a limousine, and bought everyone smartphones. It only seems like yesterday, but it's already been a month. Maybe time is flying by so fast because I'm having so much fun with the boys.
있지? 이쪽을 봐줄래?
Huh? Yuri was holding on to an expensive-looking box. I couldn't tell what was in the box he was holding with both hands. What's that?
이건 다른 사람이 내게 준 게 아니야. 네가 전에 했던 말에 대해서 생각해봤어. 선물을 줄 때 그 안에 담는다는 그 사람의 마음이란 건 말이야.
Yuri held out the paper box. As he opened the lid, inside was heels? The pretty heels sparkled in the night sky. But why is he showing me these?
그래서 고민 끝에 너에게 내가 직접 고른 선물을 주면 어떨까 생각했지.
Oh my.
그 머리핀, 그리고
Yuri sat me on a bench nearby. And he slowly kneeled in front of me. Yuri? He lowered himself. Now Yuri was looking up towards me. Like a knight waiting to carry out the sacred ritual, Yuri looked at me seriously. As he laid out a shoe in front of me, he lifted one side of my feet.
사이즈, 역시 틀리지 않았군.
Huh? Yuri took off the left shoe I had on. His touch was so soft, I couldn't help but let him handle my foot. Yuri softly held my foot and gently put on the heel.
세상에서 단 하나뿐인 마스터?
Yuri looked up at me. I've never seen his eyes look so deep. I just sat there, completely defenseless. I felt like I was being sucked into his eyes.
정식으로 요청하겠습니다.
Yuri even changed how he spoke. Yuri's face was reflected in the moonlight and glistened.
내일 저와 데이트를 해주실 수 있을까요?
Yuri asked me out for the second time. While feeling flustered, I saw the elegant heel on my foot. It was a stylish and elegant design. But more than that, Yuri looked much more wonderful. What should I say? No hesitation. It's so cute. Let's go on a date. Yes, I'll go out with you.
기뻐서 발에 입맞춤이라도 하고 싶은걸요, 마스터.
Yuri smiled and looked at me. I really felt like a princess right now. Can I really take these? The heels Yuri gave me fit me perfectly. Seeing the label, I thought it must be as pricey as the dolls. In other words, it wasn't something anyone could just buy. But Yuri smiled at my worried face.
물론이지. 마이허니의 리퀘스트대로 내 진심을 가득 담았어.
His heart. I thought he didn't listen to what I said. He shined in the moonlight. It was late, but thanks to the moonlight I could see his face clearly. He was beautiful as always. No, he looked more attractive than usual. But I felt as if his eyes were shaking a bit. I knew from his eyes that he wasn't just joking around as he always did. As he said, these shoes really had his heart in it. I've never seen Yuri be so serious. Yuri didn't approach me and just stared. He was like a knight or a prince from a fairy tale. Did Cinderella feel like this when she met her prince? My heart pounded. The cold night wind somehow felt warm. Yuri took out the other pair. Another pair? The other shoe, I guess. And he put it on my other foot.
자, 중심을 잃지 않게 내 어깨를 잡아.
Okay. Oh. I leaned a bit towards him and tried to stand up. I faltered a bit, not used to high heels. Yeah, heels are tough. I hurriedly grabbed onto his shoulder so I won't fall. Yuri smiled to see me stumble.
마이허니가 레이디가 되기에는 아직 시간이 필요한 것 같군.
They are hard to walk in the beginning. I tried to stand up properly with Yuri's help. These were my first pair of heels. It was just a new pair of shoes, but I felt completely different. Wow, so high, I feel taller.
마음에 들어?
They are a bit uncomfortable, but they aren't bad. I feel like an adult.
디자인은?
They're pretty. They are pretty. Really pretty. I looked at the shoes, feeling a bit touched. Yuri grinned to see me like that.
이 정도를 가지고 어른이 되었다고 생각하면 곤란한데 앞으로 남은 것들을 어떻게 감당하려고?
All that's left? I thought Yuri was being too serious. Yuri will always be Yuri. But these shoes, aren't they really expensive? How did you get the money? I felt curious about the shoes again. I raised my head. Did he really buy it using someone else's money again? If that's the case, I don't really want to take them. Oh, it's been a month. His paycheck, right? Regardless if his heart's in it.
한 달이 되었다고 했지?
Yeah, paycheck. I knew it.
일한 지 한 달 되었다고 했잖아.
Money. Yuri smiled as if asking me if I still don't get it. Huh? What is he talking about?
첫 월급은 마이 허니가 기뻐할 만한 걸 사주자고 생각했지.
God, you're so adorable. Your first paycheck? You mean he bought these with his paycheck? I was surprised. You worked hard for that money.
그러니까 선물이 의미가 있는 법이지. 넌 왠지 내가 번 돈으로 사주지 않으면 받아주지 않을 것 같았거든. 아, 참고로 그 헤어핀도 월급으로 산 거야.
Yuri, I think this is the first time. Yuri moved me for the first time. And I was touched a lot. Using his first paycheck to buy me a gift. I didn't know he thought of me this much.
그리고
Huh?
미안해.
No. I doubted my ears. Yuri apologized to me sincerely. I looked at him a bit surprised. I thought he'd never apologize, and just say it was all because of his beautiful face. But if I heard right, he's definitely apologizing to me for that limo incident. As I stayed silent, Yuri looked at the front door. And he immediately erased the sincere face he had when he apologized.
자, 그럼 신데렐라 공주님, 제가 에스코트하는 것을 허락해 주시겠습니까? 집까지 모셔다 드리죠.
I relaxed as Yuri exaggerated again. This was more like the Yuri I know. The house is right here. As I grumbled a little bit, Yuri smiled softly. The high heels were still uncomfortable, so I carefully headed home. Yuri escorted me until I took off my shoes in the house. Yuri told me good night with his sweet voice. I came back to my room, organized the heels, and put the hairpin on my desk. I looked at those unfamiliar objects. The hairpin Yuri bought and my first pair of heels glistened silently. Before I knew it, I had two more meaningful things. Even after burying myself in bed sheets, I couldn't stop thinking about Yuri's sincere face. And my pounding heart didn't calm down for a while too.